Hello, it's me, Meg. Hello, my strong friends. I am 100% and totally pregnant, as you may have realized from the title of this video. I'm pregnant, it's happened, I'm excited, it was planned, we were trying to do this. I don't know what to talk about. I do know what to talk about. I don't know how to transition into it. I know that since I've been trying to and have gotten pregnant, I have been watching so many videos like this. So if you're new here and also pregnant, hello, hi, how are you? I'm Meg. I mostly make videos on YouTube about health and fitness, mostly about strength and getting strong and lifting weights. I will touch on that in this video because for a couple of different reasons. So if you're new here, let's be pregnant together, I guess. Those videos have really helped me in so many ways. It's just nice to hear people's stories and them sharing what they're going through. And it's nice to relate, especially in the first trimester. You're not really telling many people that you're pregnant. I haven't told anyone, even at the point of me recording this video. I haven't told my mom, my dad, no one in my family, because I'm waiting until Christmas. So it's December 19th right now. At this point, I am 12 weeks and I believe 4 days. So I'm past the first trimester, I think, or I'm almost past the first trimester, or am I is it 13 or freaking 12? Anyway, I'm past the point where it's more safe to tell people that you're pregnant, since so many miscarriages happen in the first trimester, and the likelihood of me miscarrying after this point is far lower than it would have been had I been in the first trimester. So yeah, I haven't told anyone. This is my first video talking about it. This is my first time really telling too many people that I'm pregnant, so bear with me if I'm awkward. Thank God for YouTube, because I don't feel like I'm pregnant alone. But this is my story. I'm going to tell you about a couple things. I will talk about miscarriage in this video because I did experience a miscarriage in 2019 for an unplanned pregnancy, and I want to talk about how that has affected my pregnancy now, because it is a huge factor in this whole process, and talk about how I feel, what I'm doing. I don't know, we're gonna figure it out. I've never made a video like this before, so welcome. Okay, I'm freaking pregnant. I will, as I mentioned, talk about miscarriage in this video. So if that's not something that you want to hear about, you might want to skip this video altogether, because it really does affect, and that experience affects to this day how I feel about pregnancy, and that's just something that I'll talk about throughout the entire video. I had a miscarriage in the summer of 2019, and it was so funny because I was at a personal trainers conference. Did I tell you who I am? Okay. I was at a conference for strength and conditioning professionals, and in that conference, I went to a seminar about training pregnant clients. And of course, they go over some of the symptoms of being pregnant, and I was like, I'm feeling some of these. It was freezing. Apparently it was freezing in the conference room, and everybody was complaining about how cold it was. And I'm like, I'm kind of fine. I was wearing a short sleeved t-shirt, everyone's wearing hoodies. And I also noticed very immediately the effect of relaxin. So relaxin is a hormone that's released to help your body prepare for pregnancy and to help make room for baby. So kind of relaxes your joints, does kind of what it sounds like it does. Relaxes your joints, and it makes you feel really good. And I am a stiff person. Regularly, I always have a stiff neck. So that was a welcome symptom in that pregnancy. I was hearing all about how pregnant women feel and how you should take those symptoms into consideration when you're training with them. And I was like, I might be pregnant. And so I took a test right after that seminar, and I went up to my hotel room with Ryan, who's my partner, and I peed on the stick and I put the test on the sink of the hotel room, and then we both went to the bed to like wait for the pregnancy test to show us whether it was positive or negative. And we were like, oh my God, could you imagine? Like, that would be so crazy. Like, what would that be like? And we hold hands and we slowly creep up to the test, and we're like, oh no! It was kind of like the feeling that I imagine most people feel when they have an unplanned pregnancy, and still some excitement and some confusion and some like, holy shit. And it was really cool feeling because I had the like naive mindset of someone who had never had a miscarriage before. I felt this huge responsibility to take care of myself and be the best home for my baby. And I felt like, holy shit, my entire life is going to change. And it was very cool. It was very cool. I like immediately felt like a mom. Of course, in 2019, I had a miscarriage. Had a miscarriage at about 8 weeks. So I think I found out at like either 5 or 6 weeks. So I didn't really know that I was pregnant for very long. And it still sucked. Like, it still freaking sucked. And I hated that period of my life because I felt so hopeless and out of control of my own body. I felt like it had failed me in so many ways, and I felt so dumb for getting so excited about having a baby. And yeah, it freaking sucked. One of the things that really sucked about it was I showed very quickly, and I mean, I just looked like I was bloated, which I get bloated very often, not out of the norm for me, so I wasn't really trying to hide anything. I like to wear leggings and like crop tops like most freaking people, and people were congratulating me about my pregnancy after I had already miscarried, and my body was trying to expel the tissue from a fetus that didn't make it, and I would post a picture not thinking like, oh, I kind of look like a little pregnant, and people were in the comments congratulating me on my pregnancy, and that fucking sucked. So I guess if you're watching this and not pregnant or have never been pregnant, just like don't even touch that conversation at all until someone says something to you. Just don't even think about it because that was really tough when I was hearing those comments or reading those comments, and I wasn't pregnant, but I at that point had wished I were pregnant, and I was dealing with the physical process of not being pregnant and expelling tissue that could have been my baby. That happened over a year ago, and I have grieved that, so I hope I don't seem like a heartless cold bitch. It was super hard for me. I felt like my reaction to everything when it came to exercise and nutrition and health, my job, everything was like, what's the point? Like, all this fucking sucks. What's the point? And it's true. So many of those things are so frivolous, I guess, compared to that responsibility that I felt of building a family and being a mom, or the potential of being a mom. And it just freaking sucked. It sucked so bad. So that happened. I think that was a turning point in my life and helped me make some decisions that I'm really happy with right now. We moved from Los Angeles to Texas, which is where my family lives. I'm not from here, by the way, but they all ended up here. And so we moved to be closer to family, and I feel like that experience taught me, like, I do want to have kids. I'm sort of ready for a family. The miscarriage kind of scared me because I'm 32 right now, and of course, like, miscarriages will become more likely, or infertility problems will become more likely as you age. And I was like, yo, this miscarriage just taught me that I am ready to have a little babe. So that was something that really pushed us to moving and buying a home and starting to get our shit together a little bit, because we were so focused on work and not focused on building a family or like moving our lives forward in that kind of way. In a way, it was, I don't want to say the miscarriage was a good thing that happened, but it was something that pushed me, helped me realize a few things. That happened in summer of 2019. In summer of 2020, Ryan and I had already moved. We sort of got settled. We sort of got a few business projects underway, things like Buff Chick, and quarantine happened. So we knew that we didn't want to wait to have a wedding to start a family, because by that point, I mean, I would have been maybe 33 at having a wedding, and I would like to have 2 kids. I don't know if that's gonna happen. We'll see how we feel. We'll see how the freaking pregnancy goes. Yeah, I'd like to have more than 1 kid, and I would like to avoid trying to conceive after the age of 35. We've been trying to have a baby since June of 2020. It took us about 6 or 7 months to actually conceive, for it to stick. I did not expect it to take that long, but it's fine. And I actually found out the weekend we had the Buff Chick supplements photo shoot. So if you're one of our athletes, I was pregnant while I was dry scooping with Martha. That was a bad idea. And literally after I dry scooped, I was like, I'm probably not pregnant, because it's just been taking a while and we didn't really give it a true effort in the month of October. But I was like, I probably shouldn't do that this weekend until I know whether or not I'm pregnant or not. And yeah, when everyone left and went home, I was indeed pregnant. So I tried to tell Ryan in a cute way, but it wasn't really that cute. It was just like, oh my God, really? And I think we were just so overwhelmed from the weekend, and yeah, it wasn't cute. I wish I had a cool YouTube reveal to show you, but I'm not that kind of YouTuber. Babe. Babe, come here, pause it real quick.
For real? You did it? It's the best present ever, did you know? Is it real? You got it? When did you get it? So yes?
Well, I did it this morning and you were even in there and you were talking to me, but I did it and I was just like, oh, whatever. And I saw it started getting darker and I was like,
It's the best time ever. We gotta be careful with our food, our coffee. Did you have coffee today?
but I stopped drinking it.
It's not a margarita.
I only had one time.
We go to a doctor soon?
I found out I was pregnant. This time, finding out I was pregnant was so much different than finding out I was pregnant the first time, because I was naive and a miscarriage had never even crossed my mind when I found out I was pregnant the year before. And so this time, it really sucked, because it took away the bliss. It took away so much, like the responsibility I felt for taking care of a baby, and that feeling of like, holy shit, my whole life is about to change. I didn't have that feeling. I was more like, it might not, I might miscarry again. And that really sucked. I also had a hard time getting appointments as quickly as I had the pregnancy before because of COVID. So I didn't have my first appointment until it was 8 weeks, and then a month later. Obviously last time I went through a miscarriage, so I was going to the doctor more often to deal with that. And I didn't know what to expect. You know, I had to wait until, like, I had to wait basically 3 or 4 weeks before I got to see a doctor and like get any kind of confirmation of pregnancy other than the test. So I don't know if that's normal. Maybe that's just normal and I'm just being kind of like a drama queen, but that was just weird. And yeah, it wasn't the same. It wasn't that excitement. I was so naive back then to assume that I was gonna be a mom. And this time I just was like, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'm not gonna get too excited about it. So I was excited, but I'm more excited now that I've passed the first trimester, and the likelihood of me having a miscarriage now is far, far lower. And I tried to feel better about it every day, and the excitement was like a slow build, you know? It wasn't anything like the last time. Now I'm doing this video. I'm starting to, I told a few friends, I think like one or two friends, and I'll be telling my family soon. So I think once I get that social support and more people know, especially like when the freaking internet knows, I'm sure I'm just gonna be talking about being pregnant all the time. Until I heard the baby's heartbeat at 11 weeks and 4 days, that's when, that's kind of when I felt like a huge sigh of relief. I'm like, okay, the baby has a heartbeat, I can freaking hear it. The doctor like preps me, she's like, you know, sometimes we can't hear it right away, so don't freak out if like you don't hear it. We might just need to get the big ultrasound machine. And she was like, put it on my stomach, and she's like, and then other times we hear it right away, and I could hear it, and I was like, oh my God, my little baby. So anyway, I'll try not to be ever sound like that again. Oh my gosh, that makes me happy. That was very cool. I felt like, whoa, it's real. I've passed the first trimester. Yeah, so where I am now, I'm not really afraid of miscarriage. Like statistically, I feel really confident knowing that I've made it this far, and I feel really lucky to have the life and the job that I have. I feel lucky to have family here. I'm glad I don't live in California right now. I mean, for many reasons, but I'm glad to have support. And yeah, I have some pregnancy symptoms. I don't know if you guys want to hear about that. Let me know if you want me to make a first trimester video or something. It wasn't too exciting. That was part of the reason why I was like not getting too invested, because I hadn't felt too many pregnancy symptoms, just sore boobs, the loss of my period, and also some nausea. But at weeks 7 and 8, I had some nausea and fatigue. I definitely have fatigue. But the nausea in a way felt good, because it's like, if I'm feeling this shitty, then I know that I'm still pregnant. So that makes me feel good. But also this sucks. So I do feel lucky that I didn't have that much nausea. I feel so awful for women, for people who have to deal with nausea throughout their entire pregnancy. I'm sorry. Or even throughout your entire first trimester. I am so sorry. I only had a few days, and then every once in a while I'll have like a wave of nausea if I don't eat. But yeah, I will be shocked if my stepmom doesn't know that I'm already pregnant, because when my dad and my stepmom come over, like for Thanksgiving, and one other time they came over to like have pizza or something, and I'm not kidding you, I never do this. I would basically eat and then I'd fall asleep on the couch with everyone there like around. I would just fall asleep on the couch. So I will be absolutely shocked if she's not like, yeah, of course you're freaking pregnant. So yes, those are my symptoms. It's nothing too crazy. I did find a few things that helped me with certain symptoms, but overall I feel really lucky to be in the position that I'm in, whereas it would have been far more difficult in 2019 had I been pregnant and given birth in California. That would have been, I wouldn't have had as much support, and I would have been in a less financially stable position, which I feel really lucky, because I haven't been financially stable for most of my life, and now I feel like I've done the things that I wanted to do before having a baby. So that's cool. I know not everyone is in that position. My mom was not in any reasonable financial situation. My parents were not, and I didn't live near my dad. We lived in different states. So I turned out fine. So if you're not in a great financial situation, it will be hard, but your children will be funny. That's my advice. Sorry, that might sound insensitive, but yeah, I'm saying that because I feel really blessed and really lucky. I think I mentioned that I am a fitness professional. That's usually what my videos are about. So as I'm going through this, I know there have been so many women who are also fitness professionals and they've made pregnancy journey videos for me, no judgment. It was really important that I took the steps to understand what to do for myself and also understand what to do and what considerations to make or contraindications exist for pregnant women before sharing them online. So by the time I post this, I will be completed with my pre and postnatal coaching. This is from Girls Gone Strong. The acronym for this certification is CPPC, I believe. It's a certified pre and postnatal, yeah, postnatal is one word, postnatal coach. I'll have to double check that. This has been so helpful. I regret not doing this much earlier because most of my clients are women, and statistically, 85% of women will at some point in their life have a baby. And I feel like I've done such a disservice to all the women in my community and in my following by not getting this earlier. Better late than never. I will not beat myself up about that, but I have learned so much from this book. If you're interested in training pregnant clients, then I would recommend this. It has been so valuable, and I'm excited to complete my certification. By the time you watch this, I'm currently studying for my last exam, which is the postnatal section, yes. So I've gone through all of the curriculum and passed all of my exams for the pregnancy process and all trimesters, and I'm excited to learn more about postpartum because that's not something that I have yet thought about myself, what the hell I'm going to do. So yes, I will have the certification very soon by the time you see this, hopefully. And I'm excited to be able to be a trusted resource and a certified resource because I think that's really important. There are so many things to consider. Pregnant women by no means are fragile, but there are things that you need to adjust, especially if you're a strength athlete or someone who's regularly lifting. There are so many considerations to make and changes to make and just things to adjust. You can still do so much when you're pregnant, and I'm excited to show you all and share with you everything that I've learned in this. But yeah, if you're a coach already, get this because just get it, just get the certification. So I'm gonna do my best to share as much as I want to share when it comes to pregnancy. I used to get really personal on my channel and share vlogs and share my journey with fitness and share my life with you all. And over the years, I've transitioned to do more educational content for a couple of different reasons. Basically, I don't like when people are very close to my personal life because they think that they can say whatever they want to you for some reason. And from what I've seen, when a woman is pregnant, people have so much more to say. Or when you start a family, people have so much to say about your children and how you're dealing with them. So there's a reason I didn't share about my first miscarriage last year, and there's a reason that I haven't talked about trying to conceive. And I hope that because in a way, a lot of my videos will be educational and based around that, I hope that I feel confident and comfortable to share with you all, but I don't know. I'm gonna play that by ear. Please don't be mean to me. Please don't guess that people are pregnant, because maybe they were, or maybe they are. They just don't want to freaking tell you. We'll see how much I want to share. A lot of the videos I think will be based around fitness and what I'm doing in that regard, especially after I complete my certification, which I'm really excited about. And if you have questions, I'll try my best to answer them down below. Perhaps I'll make a Q&A video. So if I find repeat questions or things that you really want to know and it makes sense to make a video, then I will do that. And if you're new and pregnant, hello, let's go. I am due July 1st. I'm due July 1st and I'm so excited. I was gonna say I'm sad because I think I'm gonna miss my best friend's wedding, which will be sad, but it's gonna be fine. yeah, if you have questions, leave them down below. If you're new, subscribe. And if you want me to share more videos about being preggy like this, then I guess give the video a like, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. Oh, do you want to see my bump? I just look bloated. Here she is. Oh, you can't really see, but let me go over here. That's my uterus expanding. Baby is the size of a lime, because of course I have those freaking apps to tell me what fruit my baby is this week. And I did do the NIPT test to see if it's a girl or a boy. And of course, other things that test tells you. So haven't got the results back at the time of shooting this. And I probably won't get too excited about doing like a gender reveal. I'd like to call it a sex reveal. I think that's what we should call it. Sex party. Because you have like a gender reveal party, and really it's actually like a sex reveal party. You get it? But that sounds inappropriate. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. And that's it.